and the road back again. Heart is true, you're a cow in a comfort. I'm not ashamed to say, hoping always stay this way. That is all, won't you stand up and take a bow? If you threw a party, even invited, you would see the big heart attached would say thank you for being
Can everybody hear us? Thank you. As we gather here together, Amanda and Michael would like me to thank you all for being here and to recognize how important each and every one of you are to their relationship. By our presence, we celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other. And today, as we should every day, give recognition to the worth and beauty of love woven into the words which shall unite this couple in marriage. And with your support, the decision to commit themselves to one another. On this special day, we are honored to share happiness with friends and family and feel the strength and love from those unable to be here, as well as those no longer with us. Today, who gives this bride?
We do, the parents.
Thank you. Amanda, Michael, marriage gives permanence and structure to a couple's love. As you stand here today before all your loved ones, realize that you're preparing to celebrate one of life's greatest gifts, your love, your commitment, and it is something that many seek, but not all find. Marriage, of course, is more than a wedding ceremony, more than a formal exchange of rings. It is a sacred and solemn promise to one another that no matter what, you are in this together. Life is full of surprises, both positive and negative. By nature, it is impossible to know what is around the next bend. However, with a trusted partner by your side, you may take comfort in the unknown. Whatever storms may come your way, you will weather them together, and that is the beauty of love. Not only does it cradle us when we are feeling weak and tired, it creates a solid foundation on which we can always rely. The union you form today is built to withstand any and all challenges, through sorrow and joy, through failure and success, through despair and triumph. Your bond will preserve, buoyed by the everlasting love you share. With the vows you exchange today, you will both finalize this promise and begin life anew, together as man and wife. But remember, this ceremony is not magic, and it will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has not already been celebrated in the commitments that you have made to one another, both large and small, since the days that you've met. What we are really celebrating here today is not simply the beginning of a marriage, but a marriage already in progress. This ceremony is a symbol of how far the two of you have come together, and a symbol of the dedication that you will continue to make to each other throughout your lives. I'd like to take a moment and invite our Aunt Leona to come up and join us here as someone who has shown both Amanda and Michael great support during their relationship. She's been asked to do a reading for us.
Love Monkey by Edward Monkton. A little taller. Okay. It was once the custom that every monkey would carve for himself a wooden heart. And the heart that Love Monkey carved was the most beautiful of all. Its contours were soft and rounded, like an ancient pebble sculpted by the oceans. Its surface was smooth and shiny, like liquid silk, and it shone as bright as a ruby in the desert sun. "Take your hearts with you wherever you go," said their teacher. "Nurture them as Mother Nature nurtures her newborn baby. For when you want to give of yourself fully, your heart is the only true gift that you will have." That night, Love Monkey had a dream. He dreamt of a monkey whose smile lit up his soul like sunshine. He held out his heart to her, so radiant, so splendid, and so new. She took him in her arms, and he felt truly, perfectly at peace. When Love Monkey awoke, he resolved that from that day forward, he would search for his dream monkey until he could stand before her and give to her his perfect heart. He traveled through deserts, he climbed over mountains, he trekked across forests, and sailed many oceans. Love Monkey looked after his heart as best he could, but the storms that he endured on his travel chipped away at its surface, and each new adventure reshaped it. By the time he arrived at last on the distant shore, his heart was so changed by the patina of time that it barely resembled his old heart at all. And then he saw her, standing before him, as radiant and beautiful as the sunshine was his dream monkey. At first, he could not speak. But then, from somewhere deep inside himself, he found a voice. "I have traveled the world over to find you and to give you my heart," he said. "But now that I am finally with you, I see how foolish I have been. You are so beautiful, so perfect. And my heart that was once so smooth, so bright and so new, is now not something that I could even bring myself to show you. And he turned to go. Let me see it, said Dream Monkey. She took his heart and held it up to the light. Nothing to me is more beautiful. Every fissure tells a story. Every blemish makes you more real. All my life, I have been waiting for a heart like this, a heart that speaks the truth. In her hand was a tiny golden heart. It was as worn and as scratched as Love Monkey's own, and it was the most precious thing he had ever seen. Love Monkey put his arms around her, and they held each other for a long, long time. I shall treasure this heart for as long as I live, said Dream Monkey, running her fingers over its ridges and dimpled surface. Then they looked into each other's eyes, and feeling the joy at the truth in their souls for the first time, they began to laugh. And often now, as they sit together still, holding each other's hearts in their warm hands and lifting them up to the light, laughing, always laughing.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Next, I would like to welcome Archdeacon John Clark to join us up at the front for reading.
Michael and Amanda have asked me to read a couple of selections from Holy Scripture, and I'm honored to do so. If you've ever been to a wedding in a church, you will, in all likelihood, have heard these readings before. They speak about love. I'm going to read from words from Paul and from Jesus, and neither one of them were talking about marriage when they wrote these words. They were talking about community. And so these words apply to any community, whether it is a marriage or a gathering in a field or a village or a city or a country or a nation. These words apply. And I also want to say that Christianity does not have a monopoly on love. The kind of love that's being expressed here in these words are for any community, any group, any person, regardless of our beliefs. The first reading is from the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. If I speak in the tongues of mortals and of angels, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away all my possessions, and if I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. But as for prophecies, they will come to an end. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will come to an end. For we know only in part, and we prophesy only in part. But when the complete comes, the partial will come to an end. When I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became an adult, I put an end to childish ways. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then we will see face to face. Now I know only in part, then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest of these is love. Here ends the first reading. And the second is from John's Gospel. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
So now this is the moment. Did I put this off? No, okay, good. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. At last, we come to the words that you've been waiting to hear most today. The words that take you from being engaged to married. Michael, Amanda. It is here and now that your faith and trust in one another must hold true. For as you venture across the threshold of married life and beyond, you venture together as one. Do you, Michael Keith Donovan, solemnly declare that you do not know of any reason or lawful impediment why you may not be joined in matrimony to Amanda Regalant?
I do solemnly declare.
I want you to repeat after me. I call upon those persons present
I call upon those persons present
to witness that I, Michael Keith Donovan,
to witness that I, Michael Keith Donovan,
do take you, Amanda Regalant,
do take you, Amanda Regalant,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
my partner in life and my one true love.
my partner in life, my one true love.
I will cherish our union
I will cherish our union
and love you more each day than the day I did before.
and love you more each day than I did the day before.
I will trust you and respect you,
I will trust you and respect you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you, cry with you,
loving you faithfully through good times and bad,
loving you faithfully through good times and through bad,
regardless of obstacles we may face together.
regardless of obstacles that we may face together.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Do you, Amanda Regalant, solemnly declare that you do not know of any reason or lawful impediment why you may not be joined in matrimony to Michael Keith Donovan?
I do solemnly declare.
Please repeat after me. I call upon those persons present
I call upon those persons present
to witness that I, Amanda Regalant,
to witness that I, Amanda Regalant,
do take you, Michael Keith Donovan,
do take you, Michael Keith Donovan,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
my partner in life, and my one true love.
my partner in life, and my one true love.
I will cherish our union
I will cherish our union
and love you more each day than I did the day before.
and love you more each day than I did the day before.
I will trust you and respect you,
I will trust you and respect you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
loving you faithfully through good times and bad,
loving you faithfully through good times and bad,
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and all my love.
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
To seal this union, the bride and groom have decided to exchange rings. May they be brought forth. The wedding ring is a symbol of eternity, an outward sign of an inward and spiritual bond to which unites these two hearts. These rings are a symbol of the commitment which binds you together. There are two rings because there are two people, each making a contribution to the life of each other and creating a life anew. Michael, I'd like you to repeat after me. This ring I give to you
This ring I give to you
as a token of my love and devotion.
as a token of my love and devotion.
I pledge to you all that I am
I pledge to you all that I am
and all that I ever will be.
and all that I ever will be.
You are the love of my life,
You are the love of my life,
and you are my very best friend.
and you are my very best friend.
With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Yes, I'm ready.
This ring I give to you
This ring I give to you
as a token of my love and devotion.
as a token of my love and devotion.
I pledge to you all that I am
I pledge to you all that I am
and all that I ever will be.
and all that I ever will be.
You are the love of my life.
You are the love of my life.
You are my very best friend.
You are my very best friend.
With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Michael, Big breath. As you learn to live as one, you will encounter many challenges that can help you grow. Spend time doing things that make life precious and cooperate with each other. Always make time to laugh together and never lose appreciation for the love that you share. Speak words of appreciation and demonstrate gratitude in thoughtful ways. Have the capacity to forgive and to forget. Adhere to the vows that you've made today and seek strength from one another. Give hope to one another and let your trials help you grow together. They say that love can build bridges and climb mountains, and they're right. You will find that as your marriage grows and matures over time, your love for one another will prove to be both fulfilling and empowering. And by giving each other an atmosphere in which each of you may grow, you will grow together. And by the virtues and powers invested in me by the Marriage Act, I, Afton Lee Mondu, hereby pronounce you, Michael Keith Donovan and Amanda Rigolant, to be husband and wife. Michael, you may now kiss your bride. Michael and Amanda. Today, we celebrate the power of your love and the strength of your bond. Before we end, please take a moment to look around at the many faces you see here before you. Know that all who are here to offer you love, support, and encouragement as you embark on your incredible journey together. I would ask that you always treat yourself and others with respect and remind yourselves often of what brought you here together today. Give the highest priority to the responsibility for the quality of your life together, and it will be marked by abundance and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone involved, it is my greatest honor to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Donovan.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize when you hold me in your arms so tight and let me know everything's alright. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
I'm entirely relying on Christine to guide me through this because I don't know what I'm doing. Because there was no rehearsal. Do not panic. Just be cool.
That could not have been better except for the first 30 seconds after